War at its core is a distillation of truth. It shatters every illusion and lays bare the source code of this world for everyone to see. Since 2000, our entire open-world PvP faction wars have broken out across every major zone of the global server. Conflicts rage between Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Palestine, India and Pakistan, Myanmar's internal factions, Cambodia and Thailand, the United States and Iran. Noob brawls, raid wipes, and total account failures are everywhere. Yet the more chaotic the world gets, the more players realize a stunning truth. There is a main city NPC on this Earth server. A mandatory safe zone always surrounds it. Even the most notorious red name players must drop their PvP flags the moment they step near it. No matter how aggressive they are elsewhere, no matter how big their weapons are, the second they try to attack this NPC, they switch straight to toddler mode. They throw pebbles, squirt water guns, and ride bumper boats. It is utterly tedious, but miraculously, none of them dare to draw real blood. This NPC has an insane list of features. Players low on HP can buy healing potions from it. New players can buy starter gear. This guy sells almost everything and buys almost anything. Try to chat with it, and it gives a stone-faced, AI-like response every single time. It only ever repeats the same few lines. This question is invalid. For your next question, please consult the relevant authorities. I do not know. Even more wild is its bizarre and abstract reputation system. The ways to grind reputation with it are totally unique. Low-tier players have a simple option. Shout into the global server voice chat that there is only one main city NPC in the world. Your reputation will jump from neutral to friendly instantly. Only one high-tier player has ever pulled off a greater feat. His line in the global chat was this: "I often watch the NPC play football at its home." His wildly bold approach made his reputation, with the NPC double instantly. Then there was the epic tier player riding a camel mount. He did not even speak in global chat. He did not follow any unwritten rules. He simply spent massive wealth like a pay-to-win whale, stunned the NPC, and walked away with a full set of ancient, unobtainable legendary gear and invisible wings. Congratulations, you have just unlocked a brand new perspective to see the world. China is that NPC. It is the only character in the entire server that spans every game version, works with every faction, and has stats that even Blizzard's game designers dare not tweak. It is a neutral safe main city, an all-around quartermaster, and an ultimate hidden final boss, with maxed out mechanics that make it completely irreplaceable. It is also the super merchant that every player needs for endgame gear in every single version. First up is gear repair. When other countries have their infrastructure and industrial systems destroyed in battle, only this NPC offers one-stop gear repair services. It fixes everything from ports, railways, and power stations to factories, housing, and civilian facilities. It treats every player fairly with no hidden terms and no extra conditions. It will sell to anyone with the gold to pay. No gold? No problem. It also runs a full category recycling service. It will buy anything in your inventory. That includes ore, herbs, cloth and leather, meat and fish, even the unwanted gray junk materials no other merchant will touch. It pays you solid, usable gold for all of it. Even more impressive is what it does with that junk. What other players see as useless scrap, it turns directly into green gear, blue gear, even endgame purple legendary gear, then sells it back to the entire server. Second, it acts as a new player mentor. For developing countries, it offers hands-on teaching for infrastructure building, industrialization, agricultural technology, and the digital economy. It charges no mandatory tutorial fees and uses no colonial binding tactics. Once players learn the skills, it even connects them with real trade orders. It is the only reliable way for starter zone players to climb out of the lowest ranks of the server. What? You do not even have a full country yet. Your people are still fighting for liberation. Young man, I can see you have extraordinary potential. I have a set of essential books for you here. The 4 great classical novels, selected works of Mao Zedong, Handbook for Military and Civilian Dual-Purpose Talents, Barefoot Doctor's Manual, and Militia Military Training Guide. Take good care of them. If you get into trouble in the future, just do not mention where you got them. It looks like a yellow named neutral merchant on the surface. In reality, it is a skull-level question mark boss. Leave it alone, and you will have no trouble at all. But if you try to attack it, you may not be able to log into your account tomorrow. The strongest player in the previous season brought a full guild of allies to fight it. They not only lost badly, but also left with permanent psychological trauma. Later, a player who called himself a master of mud warfare refused to believe the stories. He launched an invasion, only to see his war turn into a desperate defense of his own capital. He even had a wild thought at one point. He wanted to assign the NPC a high caste in his own social system. Even later, a player nicknamed Monkey made a reckless attack. He tapped the NPC with a single auto attack and got beaten within an inch of his life. It was a brutal defeat. His gear shattered all over the ground. He spent decades trying to rebuild, and has still not recovered to this day. Today, this NPC stays in default yellow named neutral mode at all times. It has no visible health bar, it never picks fights first, it never gets involved in faction wars. It will even do business with both sides of a conflict. Everyone is a customer, as long as they do not cross its red lines. The most unbeatable part of its niche in the server is this. The more chaotic the world gets, the more players need a safe place to repair gear, buy supplies, purchase materials, and learn skills. That makes this NPC more and more irreplaceable. The more stable it is, the fewer players dare to provoke it. The fewer players dare to provoke it, the more players from across the server come to trade with it. This creates an unbreakable positive cycle that no other character can replicate. Take the latest regional conflicts centered on Israel, for example. It is not a personal feud between two individual players at all. It is a forced faction war launched by the veteran faction overlord, the United States. It leverages its rank as the highest combat power player in the entire server. Its goal is to reclaim the server's currency hegemony. It wants to cut off the top lane lifeline of the server's only neutral main city. It is safe to say both sides are fully caught up in the heat of battle right now. And this NPC is the ultimate variable that can lock in the direction of the war without even joining the fight. China's actions land perfectly on the boundary of the game's core mechanics. It takes no sides and joins no battles. To Iran it says well done. It acts as the perfect supply depot for Iran in the dredging of global sanctions. It is the server's only non-discriminatory recycling merchant. It continuously imports Iranian crude oil with RMB settlement. It helps Iran turn its bound petroleum resources into solid gold that circulates freely across the entire server. To the US and Israel it says, do not lose your dignity. While your actions are egregious, you have fully demonstrated the united front value of new energy vehicles to the whole world. Oil prices are so high right now. People of the world, you are welcome to switch to electric power. When the open world PvP leaves both sides bloodied and broken, the United States wants a graceful way out. It cannot produce a ceasefire plan that Iran will accept. Iran does not want to be trapped in a long-term war either. But it will never accept the surrender-style terms the United States currently offers. Only the NPC of the neutral main city can serve as the sole and fair mediator for this raid. Whether this role comes to fruition in the future or not, the global structure is already set. Every other country in the server is either a diner or a dish on the menu. Only this NPC is an original founding shareholder of the restaurant. No one knows exactly how old this NPC is. People only know it drew water alongside the ancient Egyptians. It smelted copper with the Babylonians. It pondered philosophy side by side with the Greeks. It exchanged greetings as equals with the Romans who called it dakin. It shared stories and friendship with Arab brothers through the centuries. Now a young man stands before it. He says his name is the United States of America. He says he exists to serve the people. He says he too has an iron will. Thousands of years have passed since the server first launched. Countless players have come and gone in this game. Some went bankrupt and deleted their accounts. Some dominated the entire server for a time. Some even had their very existence wiped from the record. But this NPC has always been right here. It remains unmoved by joy or sorrow, and it grows and endures without end.